So here he is, with his first haircut in 8 weeks, your pastor and mine, Pastor Mike Schreiner!
Hey, got to feel good here. I'm a little lighter, a little more nimble.
Look at you.
Very agile tonight in this interview, and I'm so excited. I've got to be on my toes because we're interviewing Haley Garr and our students. I'm so excited about what they've been doing here. It's been incredible, Keith.
Yeah. It's amazing how those kids have remained engaged even through this pandemic.
Well, you know, they're the digital generation, right? So they do their whole life at social distancing pace, right?
Totally right. But you know, Haley has been a master at this, but the way she's using social media to both teach and play, it's just been incredible. And I don't want to spoil anything. I'll let you get to her and let her answer all the questions. But I have seen a couple of their games. You know, when they all get together, they usually have a game as part of their service. And so they're still playing games over the internet. And I thought you might like to try one or two of them.
Let's do it, man. You know me. I'm game. I'm up. Let's do it.
In. Okay, good. The first one, do you know the Zoom thing has artificial backgrounds? Did you know that? Look up on your menu. Just touch your menu screen, and it'll say virtual. Yeah, just click on that, and then like you can pick one. Like, hey, Mike, I'm floating. Pretty good, huh?
Very good. I love it, man. Outer space. Guess where I am?
Wow. Where are you?
Think Mayans.
I'm sorry. You're at Machu Picchu.
Easy for you to say. Yes, the Mayan ruins there. They need a little heads up that the calendar expired.
Hey, that was a good calendar right up till like 2 years ago. Okay, now I guessed it, so I get to take a screenshot of you. But
Okay.
when Haley does this, she does something that represents, hey, like I'm there, okay? And so I want you to do something. I want to take a picture of you, okay? You ready?
Hello, your new king has arrived. The king of softball.
That's good. I don't know how you did that, but that's really good.
I think that's going to be. I think that's going to be big with the kids on the social media.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that's the thing right there. Okay, we could do this for a long time, but they have another new game that they're playing that I know you're going to love.
Okay. I'm
You
going to
ready?
get back to my regular background. So
Boring. Okay, their next game is silent karaoke.
I like that. It basically sets me up, right? All the moves, no voice.
You got it. That's exactly right. You don't sing. You don't get any music. You just do it, and then they have to guess what the song is that you're doing. And so I think you were born, Pastor, for this one.
Absolutely. As long as people don't have to actually hear me singing, you know, you got the eye candy.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You don't have to worry about
You got all the moves.
Yeah.
You got all the moves.
Yeah.
But it's the
Guy
voice.
can't have it all. Guy can't have it all.
Well, okay, so are you game? You want to give one? Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is for his debut of silent karaoke, your pastor and mine, Pastor Mike Schreiner. Okay, now I just want to say, first off, I know you so well. I knew you were going to go to Kiss. I knew you were going to do a Kiss song.
Kiss Army, baby. Live
Man,
on, rock on.
But secondly, it's silent karaoke, not whisper karaoke. Like you kind of give it away when you kind of.
You can hear that.
Yeah, I could.
Really?
You'd be great at charades. Okay, first it's a movie. All right, 2 words. First word, little word, the. Second word, sting. The sting.
I'll be so much better next week. I'll practice.
I don't think we're ready to debut you in front of the teenagers. That's all I'm saying.
You know, when I'm at church and we're doing the praise and worship, they have this thing at the back called a mute button. So they don't even hear me. They don't even give me a chance to whisper.
What a shame.
Morning.
What a shame.
Good stuff. Hey, we need to probably get to it tonight here, brother.
Can I introduce her?
Please do.
All right, this is one of my favorite people on our team, and we're just blessed with great folks on our team. But this girl is so awesome, and she is our director of student ministries, and specifically, she's working for kids graduating from 5th grade through college, and she's doing just an exceptional job. We're so happy for it. Would you give a warm Zoom platform reality check welcome to Miss Haley Garr?
All right. Yes. All right. Welcome, Haley. It's great to have you on Reality Check. We tried to have you a few weeks ago, but that didn't work out. So, hey, let's just jump in. First question.
Hey, I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking.
You are really good at that silent, karaoke question stuff, aren't you?
I mean, I'm getting pretty used to it, yeah.
Seriously, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, all things considered. Earlier, when all this quarantine started, it was kind of a bummer. I had to cancel my mission trip that I had planned for myself to go to Uganda. That was actually the second time I had to cancel it. I had to cancel it in December because I had pneumonia. And so I rescheduled it for March, and then, well, we all know what happened in March. But thankfully I was able to.
The Holy Spirit might be trying to tell you something here, right? No, Uganda. There's a Macedonian man waving you over.
It's appearing that way at this point. So we'll see what happens. My goal is to go again in the future, or to go finally in the future, but we'll see. But I also ended up having a kidney stone during quarantine. So that's been pretty fun. So between the pneumonia that was from December to January, and then I had this weird pink eye virus in February, and then I had a kidney stone, and then I feel like I've been quarantined since about December.
Seriously, it might have been easier just to have COVID. You got the trifecta there, girl. That is not good stuff. But hey, looks like you're doing a lot better right now. So it's great to have you up and at 'em. You've been engaging with our students on an incredibly regular basis. What can you tell us about how they're doing right now?
Yeah, so it's actually been really fun for us to transition, because these teens, they're already on social media platforms. And so the transition was pretty seamless for us. So we're doing a lot of engagement on Instagram. Like, we do daily posts, fun quizzes, some games. We did like a scavenger hunt one night. So that's kind of what we're doing on Instagram. But we're also doing these things called lunchtime lives. And so similar to what we've been doing for Big Church for Morning Star, we do them every weekday at noon, and they're actually fully led by our students. And so they lead a daily devotional about 10 minutes. And so it's been really cool to see them talk about what they're learning, what God's teaching them. Student gathering obviously has changed. So we continued to do those. We did them on Zoom until May 3rd. And then we're kind of giving our leaders and our students a break, because Zoom fatigue is real. I don't know if you guys have experienced that or not, but it's real. And so we're taking a little bit of a break, and then we're planning on starting that back up May 31st. This is usually the time of the year where we're doing two things. We're usually saying goodbye to our seniors, and we're usually welcoming our incoming 6th graders. And so for our seniors, we still did a senior night on Zoom, and then where they were like interviewed, and we had a slideshow for them. And then for our incoming 6th graders, we usually have a nacho lunch right now, which instead of that, we're going to do a Zoom meeting, which that's hardly the same, but it's just going to be kind of a time for them to get to know each other, get to know me, ask questions, all that good stuff. So even though, that's just kind of skimming the surface of a lot of what we're doing, we're also doing like devotionals on the YouVersion Bible app. We've done a prayer guide. We're kicking off a new season of Student Leadership Team. So there's a lot going on. Everything's continuing. It's basically the same, but you know, I really miss the high fives, and we all miss the hugs. I just miss seeing everyone in person, but we're surviving.
It sounds like you're doing more than surviving. I actually heard word that you guys actually hosted a virtual prom. What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that? Sorry, a little SNL there for you.
Well, we should have invited you because that's some great dance moves you could have performed for us. But we did. We planned a surprise virtual prom for our junior and seniors. And we actually had 2 student ministry volunteers that spearheaded this. And so shout out to Jenny Briner and Cindy Bauer. And so kind of the way that it worked was we informed the parents about a month in advance so that they could save the date. And they all kept it a secret, which is pretty amazing. And then Friday night, we put together this prom package. And so Friday night, the parents came and they picked up this prom package. It had like grandma's cookies, sparkling grape juice. It had an invite. It had a corsage for the ladies that was made out of hymnal paper. It had prom photo booth props, just all kinds of fun stuff. So the parents picked that up on Friday. And then on Saturday, the very next day, they invited their child at noon to go to their prom. And so some of the parents went all out. They decorated their living room with lights. They had big dinners that they ordered in. The girls got dressed up in their prom dresses or their homecoming dresses, and the guys actually wore suits and ties. It was pretty awesome. And then the students decided that they wanted to meet at the park to do some socially distant photos. And so that was pretty fun. And then everyone went back to their own houses, and we met on Zoom, and we danced, and we played games, and we actually did superlatives. And so like best smile, most likely to become a youth pastor, all of that was voted on by our students over the past couple weeks. And so we awarded those that night as well. So it was super fun, super special night.
That sounds amazing. What an incredible event. I'm assuming that that you had chaperones. I'm assuming that there wasn't really a lot of slow dancing going on.
Yeah, you know, there wasn't. Everyone really kept 6 feet apart. We didn't have to worry about too many people, you know, dancing too close to each other or anything. So
no purpling or anything like that, right?
Yeah, of course not. Oh gosh.
None of this going on.
Nope, definitely not. Didn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, that's what my prom looked like. Just me.
Just you.
Hey, in all seriousness, I'm also told that we've made some decisions related to confirmation. This is the first year, obviously, that any of this has we've ever been in a global pandemic. So obviously, confirmation is changed a lot. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so confirmation did not go how we expected, that's for sure. But we did kind of pivot and make some changes so that our confirmands could have at least a resemblance of a similar confirmation experience. And so we continued with online Zoom classes in small groups. So they still got their lesson. They still were meeting with their small groups. And so those went until April 15th, which was when we originally planned to end confirmation. And what's really cool is one of our small groups actually met for a few weeks after our last Zoom class, just because they wanted to continue to meet up. And so despite the unfortunate circumstances, the students still seem to have grown a lot in their relationship with Christ. They formed new friendships. We have quite a few of those confirmation students who are interested and have applied for the student leadership team. So despite kind of the difference in how we had to hold confirmation classes, God was still moving. But we still have a couple things left. They're not done yet. We're still planning on having our in-person confirmation retreat for our students, which is where we go away for a weekend and they really make some decisions about their relationship with Christ and if they want to be baptized or confirmed. So we're still planning on having that, just we don't know when. We're still planning on having a traditional banquet for our families. And then we're still planning on having an in-person confirmation service for our students during the weekend services. we think those are all, so important to have in person. And so we're going to wait as long as we have to in order to keep those in person. So it's definitely a confirmation class to be remembered. They'll forever be the quarantined class of confirmation. So
that's crazy. I just want to just give a huge shout out to you and your volunteer leaders, because you've not let this global pandemic shut you down. You have continued to innovate, create, do some exciting things. And obviously your students are incredibly appreciative. With our confirmands, I know this is something that they got, kind of cut short, but the fact that you're still committed to doing some of those in-person things. And we as a church, we're excited that we don't have to miss out, because that's one of the best days of the whole year when we see 50 kids, right? 50 students come up and confirm their faith in Jesus Christ. It just kind of gives us hope that that the church is on great ground right now. So Haley, thanks for you. Thanks to you and all that you have done, not just in this crisis, but on an ongoing basis. So thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right. Well, listen, everybody, I want to thank you for joining us tonight on Reality Check, and be sure to tune in next week as we will have Mike Mills and Carol Mingus, who are co-chairs of our Plus Side campaign, to give us an update on where we are at the 1-year mark of Plus Side. Until then, I'm Mike Schreiner, and this has been Reality Check. See you in worship.